In this video, we're going to continue to model our character in Blender using the digital sculpting tools, and we're going to see additional tools, additional features, just like the previous videos. So we saw how we can go from a sketch to a block out and start to define our model general shape, and how we can start to build up some muscles and start to sculpt visible bones and parts that are really important. And we didn't focus on the end, on the hands, but we focused on the muscles again, and we're starting to get more and more into depth and starting to sculpt more and more fine details. You can see we started a little bit also with the face, but especially we concentrated on the body. Now in this video here, I want to show you how we can develop the hands, and you can do that either by using the main character, or sometimes I prefer to add parts. So I prefer to model the parts externally in another file and then bring it into the core file, the main file, and then just merge it together. So we're going to see how we can cut off parts that we don't want and then how we can apply new parts, like the hand, for example. You can see here I have applied the hand, so this is the final result. I also done some additional sculpting, and I've adjusted a little bit the model that we created in the previous video. So don't stop, continue to experiment, continue to go back and forward, because you need to, at this level, work a lot. So the previous video was really long because we went through a lot of the muscles here and a little bit of the anatomy, and we mainly focus our attention on the tools here. Sorry, I need to increase the strength at this level of subdivision because otherwise it won't be visible. So we focus on how to insert more material for muscles, like with the clay strips, essentially, and then how we smooth everything up, and also how we can carve out additional details using the crease and also the draw sharp, which is actually stronger usually than the crease. And with these tools, we defined better the anatomy of our character with the bones, the muscles, and so on. So every time I need to like enhance some anatomic part, I would probably use the crease after I added material for that particular muscles. So you need to continue here. You need to continue to add details for the muscles. If you want your character to be really strong, really defined, you probably wanna. You can see this went too near, so I need to relax this part using the smooth. And this is because I probably moved also a little bit my overall topological structure. So again, if I want to make this a little bit stronger, I'm gonna cut here with the crease, and there you go. So you can also start to go into really fine details here. Try to add like the first kind of wrinkles. These are not actually wrinkles, but it's like the skin, how the skin behaves is not precise, is not like a straight line, but it creates all these tension here between the muscles. So not too much, but you should try here to add more creases, little creases, just lower the detailing. And also you can add extra clay strips between muscles so they kind of get connected. It's like the skin tension here. So just add it and then smooth it. So you can like create some sort of how you can call it, like passage, a connection, a joint between one muscles and the other, so they don't look like too separated. And again, if you don't like it, just go back and add some crease. Try to make it just a little bit more organic and not so fake. So try to just work on that. Watch other sources, study the anatomy again, and continue to define if you want your muscles and the other details here of the body. Okay, you can see here also we have some nicer forearms, and here also probably you want to add some similar effect. So whatever there is muscles, there's probably some crease around it that you want to add. Now, I've suggested you many times that it's better to move around your subject when you are adding these details, because you can see if everything is going fine also in the other views. And you can see that when you start to add creases and muscles, everything should just like come out like it was like it's natural, like it was almost already there and it was waiting for you to be to go there and just, you know, get it out from the original material. And there you go. So just play around, try to watch how reality works, how muscles in reality works, and you can still use the topological brushes, the yellow brushes, to adjust the overall anatomy here and there. So another suggestion I want to give you, you can see here I'm using this material, which is a kind of a plastic shiny material. And I believe that by changing material often, you can discover like defects or things that you want to adjust. Remember that right here, right now, we're using the cavity. Cavity always adds like an extra effect. So you need to check that also with the cavity off from time to time. Otherwise, it will look more exaggerated. I showed you in the previous video that you can, of course, render out your scene using a light, and it will be like a test for your model on how it behaves by changing the position of the light. And you can see here I see some strange thing happening on the bicep, so I can go there then and fix it. So use different lining, use different materials, and you will discover things that are probably not looking right, and so you can fix it. So you can go here, you have a lot of matte caps you can use, switch between those. Also in the studio, you can have different linings system, and you can rotate the light and see if something is not looking good, and continue to fix here and there your model and to refine it. Now, I just want to go back a little bit. This was the model before I worked with the hand. So you can see the hand looks really rough. So what I did is go into another file, and I have created these files to show you a couple of ways you can block out the hand and then continue and then sculpt it and make it more realistic. So if I just show you the first one, the first type of block out is this one here. So you create like really basic shapes like a box, and then you create cylinders and then spheres. You connect them together, everything in the layout mode. So I start with a cube and then take the cylinder, the sphere, and start to create like smaller cylinder, smaller sphere, connect them together, and you can start to like rotate and R and G to rotate and grab. Be careful on the way you rotate it, but you can start like to pose your fingers if you want, so you can be more precise in posing your finger. So you can see I've started with the first one